Welcome back to American Graduate Day on WFYI. I'm Jill Ditmire. We're going to speak a little bit more about early education here with Crystal Gibbons. She is with Early Learning Indiana. And also joining us is Connie Sherman with St. Mary's Child Center. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Early education, it seems like it's on everybody's mind, everybody's lips, and some checkbooks. The Early Learning Indiana just got a nice little bonus there for that too. We do a lot of talking about it. What kind of activities are we doing to really make this program work for our kids?
Well, for Early Learning Indiana, we are actually providing services, direct services to families as far as child care is concerned with our child care centers. And then we have the outreach side of it. So we have partnerships for early learners as well as child care resource and referral, which is Child Care Answers, where we help families who are not in our centers to have access to quality child care and quality learning experiences.
And St. Mary's does that as well.
St. Mary's does that as well. St. Mary's historically has worked with children who live in poverty. So 94% of our children do, with the goal of impacting their future. So at this point in time, we see about 290 children a day at 5 locations.
And over the years, you guys, you've had a name change, you've
Yes.
done some different outreach and everything. What are the pros and cons that you've seen with the programs that you're implementing with this?
Well, the pros and cons, I would say, getting people used to the change, the name change especially, and then also the changes with the field of early childhood education. Making sure that we have qualified educators, that can be a challenge, and making sure that our coaches who are going into the programs are qualified to help coach programs to quality. Those are some of the challenges, but also the pros. Making sure that everyone is on the same page and getting the ball moving forward as far as the young children are concerned and their families are concerned, and making sure they have quality experiences.
And you guys with the outreach element of it too, I'm sure that adds.
Right. We also, while we see children and serve children directly every day, we have an outreach program as well where we work with educators in Indianapolis and beyond, particularly around the approach that we use, and it's called the Reggio philosophy, and also working with children in poverty.
And how do you find your educators? As you're saying, that's a very important part of your program.
Mm-hmm. Well, we have our HR team who is out in the field making sure that our educators are qualified and they meet the criteria. And they're out on Indeed and all the hot HR resources out there, and then making sure that we, as an agency, we're informed on what's required, and making sure that everyone that we pull in are wanting to achieve the goals of having a higher education and higher quality education, as well as implementing higher quality into those programs that we're servicing.
And what do your workers do when they work with the families?
Well, with the children, they work with, we have 3 educators in a classroom, so we have a very low ratio of 1 to 7. Mm-hmm. And they are able to provide very rigorous and developmentally appropriate activities for the children that we serve, and then also partner with the families to make sure the child is on the right track.
Where do you guys see the future of early education?
The future of early education, I believe, is really is critical, and right now the future really is going to depend on us as the community, making sure that we are knowledgeable and informed of what it takes to have a quality early childhood program, what it takes for our children to be competitive in the world that they're going to be living in, and making sure that we take an interest in making sure we invest in that. And I think businesses are coming to invest in early childhood education, slowly but surely. I think they're coming, and it's just really going to take us as a community pushing the effort that children need to have quality early education and early experiences before they can be able to compete in the world that we know it.
You see more community coming together as well?
Absolutely. We have in Indiana a pilot program for early childhood education, and that's extremely exciting. And then also there is that movement to look at what can be done to make that bigger and better and impact more children, because they talk a lot about the children that got left off the lottery, who aren't going to have the opportunities that the children who are involved in high quality early childhood education will have.
And obviously success stories are there too. So we can always come back to that to maybe help add to that push to have more early early childhood education for people as well, too. And I'm sure you guys are always looking for volunteers and people to support your
absolutely.
programs.
Yes, we are.
Of all ages, of all,
Oh,
all
of all
across the board.
ages, in all kinds of ways. We have a lot of
capacities,
needs. So.
Well, there's your cue, folks at home. Remember, you can find out more about how you can help by visiting amgrad.wfyi.org. You can also follow us on Twitter at #AmGradIndy. Now, stay tuned for more American Graduate Day right here on WFYI.